hope this actually works. Otherwise, I might have to restart the stream. Alright, can I... Studio? Question mark? I don't know how to work YouTube anymore. It's like, it's been so long. Content, no, that's not the right one. And I can't friggin' work this without it. Unless, oh, no, that's not the right one. Yay! Cool. Alright guys, what's going on? Let me make sure this actually works. Let me float my mouse around a bit so I know that we are live. Let me make sure. Okay, we are live! We're on about a 10-second delay or so, so I apologize guys. Yeah, we are going to, we're gonna play some Monster Prom. I think the last video I put on this channel was Monster Prom, actually. But I just got access again to my recording software because it had been acting up for a while. So mods, yes. So we are playing with a mod. Let's just mix it with the game. And we're gonna do one because it's me, myself, and I, and we'll do the classic. So if we look at the achievements, and hopefully you guys can see the overlay with it. I've played this a little bit. I've actually recorded a decent amount of it, but like some of it was I just blitzed through, and so I might edit it all together to one big video, or I might do it. But I need a whole bunch of secret endings. I need all the events, seen half of the events in the game, know all the outcomes. Went to auditorium all turns. So let's see that one. Okay, this is all second term. Polyamorous, yeah, that's all second term. You got one of your murdered. Congratulations. I feel like, yeah. Kitalian, you got the worst Christmas gift. Modtastic, publish, custom character. Okay, so we're gonna try to go to the auditorium for all the turns. Ah, spooky high school. The sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live a life to the fullest. We're on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who are we? I've played as blue, I've played as yellow. I've also played as red, I think, but not too often. Let's go with green. We will name him... we'll name him... Ron. Yeah, and he'll be a he. That is Ron. And we have yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember clearly 3 weeks were left as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, and we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates, Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly large heart. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let me send a message to the socials that we are streaming. So hold on, how do I do this? Hold on, give me 1 second. No, discard that. Alright, there we go. Alright. There we go. So, the Instagrams know, the Facebooks know, we are streaming this sumbitch right now. So hopefully we get some people. Liam DeLioncourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Polly Geist, 22, question mark? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, only 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. But as I already said, we were young and afraid, and we were ready to start. Woo! Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we are now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. What would be the coolest prize you could find in a box of cereal? A sample of a more nutritious breakfast option, so people are encouraged to stop eating that colorful crap. The phone number of that sexy tiger on the front of the box. He's so passionate about breakfast and health that he's surely also a great lover. A tiny piece of sharp metal, so every scoop will be full of thrill and danger. I don't necessarily want to go for anyone in particular. Is Calculester a character here, or is that second term? Oh no, they just introduced this. Could go for Damien, which is probably the metal, but we go for our spicy red baby, I think, most times. We've gone for Polly, so she's drugs. We haven't really gone for, what's his name? The vampire. So let's go, so smart. So smart. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend, provided you went criminally insane? A dildo. Duh. A human-sized pillow depicting a character created by myself, my OC, please don't steal. As a matter of fact, I have all the needed paperwork, and I'm only waiting for the conservative, narrow-minded laws of our country to finally step forward into a waifu and husbando territory, as was clearly intended by God. An ATM, sugar baby life, here I come. I feel like this is Polly. And I feel like also this could be Polly. I feel like these two can both be fun. Yeah, so creative. So we're smart and creative. Cool. What would be your dream first date? A sweaty and manly wrestling match. That's probably our spicy red baby Damien. A professional meeting where you charm your date with some astonishing business advice. A wild party in international waters. That's Polly. An art exhibition experimental enough to give you a seizure. A lovely walk in the forest after rescuing your date from a dragon. Crimes. If we want to go for Liam de Lioncourt. I can see him being either of these. No, this is definitely Vera. So let's go for this. Yes! I was right on Vera too. Ha ha! Alright, so we need to go to the auditorium every round. Alright. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. You'll be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You notice Liam and Scott having a discussion. Scott looks confused and Liam looks bored, which means they're probably having an argument. Look. Not that I care, but aspiring to be a professional sports star is both impractical and passé. Wait! You don't care? But you walked all the way over here just to tell me that! Plus, don't you want to be like a professional magnetic ibuprofen? A mimetic influencer, trying to keep up. But how does one of those guys earn money? Mimetic influencers don't earn money, Scott. We earn cultural capital. Oh, okay. Well, how much cultural capital does a sandwich cost? I can see that I'm not getting through to you. Hey, you! Could you explain to this cretin why my career path is objectively the best? Yeah, and also could you explain what a cretin is? Liam means he wants to be an artist, and artists are important. Who do you think designs all those sports jerseys? Actually, I think sports is the best career. I mean, how far can a mimetic influencer throw a football, huh? Well, that's if I was going for Scott. I want to go for Liam. So smart. Whoa! Artists do that? I always thought uniforms were designed by the same person who designed my studly pecs. God! Bro! Liam, Are you God? Well, Scott, God is dead. But so am I, so essentially yes. So, cool! You wonder how long it'll take for Scott to figure out that Liam isn't actually God. In the meantime, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Hey, it's lunchtime. So, the thing that I have here... Oh, it's not here! Oh no! So, I have a mod on that should have given me the ability to sit near a snake. Not Vera. But it would have given me infinite stats. And it would have been great, and I wouldn't have had to worry. But now, we gotta sit with Liam. You sat down to eat with Damien and Liam. Well, to eat with Damien, Liam's just taking pictures of his food. When a leather-clad figure drops from the air vent onto your table, it's the Slayer.
Lunchtime's over, dirtbags. Time to die.
Plus almost high upwards when we sit together. Your deathly based rhetoric is offensive. Don't spoil my food pick.
Oh, I'll spoil more than your food pick count, Stankula. I'm about to spoil your face.
Just his though, right?
Both your faces. Fuck!
The Slayer's right. Between the three of you, you can't save Liam and Damien, but if you act fast, you might be able to save one. Immobilize Damien with the Lord's Prayer while Liam escapes. You've been waiting for this moment your whole life. Flip the table for justice! Honestly, that sounds really fun, but if I want points with Liam, I gotta help Liam escape. You launch into a hearty rendition of Our Father. You've done this loads of times. It's not that the Lord's Prayer has any kind of magical effect on Damien, he just can't resist criticizing it. Okay, first, he's not Our Father. I got 2 dads, and neither of them is a whole asshole in stupid cloud palace. And thy kingdom come? What's that supposed to mean? And are we like praying for the end of the world now? Oh sure, beg him for your daily bread. What are you, in prison or something? Your omnipotent dad can't spring for better food than bread? What have you got, a gluten allergy? Do you still have to eat the daily bread? Ugh, this is ridiculous. While Damien continues to rave, Liam snaps a few more artful pics of his lunch and then carries it off to another table.
Ahem. Are you done?
Almost. I have a whole bit about the multiple papal reversions that's really fucking vicious.
Close enough. Eat holy water.
But can't eat liquid. Bah! Damien has a hard time forming any more iconoclastic opinions with his flesh on fire. He flees the cafeteria and you retreat to sit at Liam's table. Now that he's done taking pictures of the food, he's even let you have some. It's been a real bonding experience. Oh, yay. We bonded with Liam. That's cool. I like that. Alright, back to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you aren't especially good nor inspired. For once, it seems you really aren't getting the classic creativity boost from the auditorium. Barely breaking the fourth wall there. But afterwards, while talking to your classmates, you're having trouble conveying your point in a discussion, so you decide to convey it through music. You start singing and suddenly everyone joins you in a kick-ass musical number. It's so amazing that the people with whom you were arguing totally get your point and change their minds once the song's over. You gain +2 creativity. You find Liam storming out of the dressing room, still wearing his very fancy costume. He goes straight to Vera, where he sits in the audience, as usual, judging people. You gotta help me, Vera. Art is in jeopardy. No. What was her voice? What voice did I give her? Help! Okay, there we go. Help! No, that sounds too much like Damien. There we go. Help you, please. I decided to be the dramaturge specifically because it allowed me to criticize people without doing any real work. You may have returned to your calculated empathy immediately after helping me sign an underground supergroup yoga resort to score our play. No. You once. No. There we go. You want yoga resort to score our play? The ones who did help me, I'm drowning in tractors. I hate to admit it, but that's actually a really cool idea. In fact,
that the fact that somebody besides me knows about Yogurt Resort only makes me slightly less excited about this plan, which should tell you how important it is to me.
But oh, you got him.
How are you gonna... No.
There we go. How are you going to pay for that, though?
That's exactly what the director said. Everyone is trying to smother my artistic spark beneath the boot heel of capitalism. It appears that I must make some concessions to the invisible hand of the market if I'm to realize my dream.
Yeah, that's definitely what this is. I definitely want this to happen, Liam. I just have to figure out how. Have a bake sale, but with cocaine instead of baked goods. Tell them we're all orphans and this is a charity event. I feel like this would either be bold or create. I feel like this would be bold. Tell them we're all orphans. I feel like that'd be charm. I feel like both of these I'm gonna lose. Let's go with the cocaine. So smart. Okay. Of course, this will require only a minor adjustment to my underground criminal empire. I mean, what is the drugs?
No time for feigned innocence, Vera. This is about art.
The two get to work, smuggling kilos of cocaine across the border and using it to make powdered donuts. Soon, almost everyone at school is hooked on cocaine. Most of the actors quit the play to focus on their addiction. That's fine by Liam, though. He really just wanted Yogurt Resort to come and play. And they do! Sure, some people got their lives ruined, but somebody's got to suffer for Liam's art, right? You gain +2 boldness, and +1 smarts. Nice. Week 2 morning. We're chugging right along here. Run! Alright, back to the auditorium. That day, can't help but feel you know. Oh, okay. Ordinary way of getting yourself there. Extraordinary way. Summon the devil, one of many. To make a deal to enhance your creativity, just to pay. You gain also 3 years of your life as the end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't really happening in game anyway. Liam stalks past you backstage, pretending to talk to himself, but clearly speaking for your benefit.
Oh, the tangled tribulations of the committed iconoclast. The talent show is a fascist monument to misguided ego and public spectacle. The dignified thing would be to shut out the event in protest, but that's what everyone expects me to do. Therefore, I must participate. The question is how? How do I foreground my native artistic talent while simultaneously making plain my utter contempt for this event?
Liam pauses his monologue to give you an opportunity to interject. Any ideas? 13 minutes of judgmental staring. A live mashup of Stravinsky's Rite of Spring from the theme song of Ninja Turtle. That sounds creative. That sounds bold, maybe? Creativity is more. Could be, but Stravinsky. So it could be smart or creative. But also theme song from Ninja Turtles, so that could be fun. 13 minutes of judgmental staring, that could be bold, because it's a pretty bold thing to do. Let's go 13 minutes of staring. So bold!
Transcendent. A performance reminiscent of John Cage's 4:33, but 7 minutes and 27 seconds longer. A piece to rival Marina Abernakis, the artist is present, but better because the artist is me. Finally, the entire school will see what I really think of them, or at least see me thinking about what I really think of them. Thank you. When it comes time for me to perform my masterpiece, I'll be sure to not to make eye contact with you.
Cool. We did a thing. We're scoring Damien, my dudes. Like dudes, my dudes, my dudes. Let's do this. All right, let's. You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his fault, which is his default. But whatever. But it seems like Miranda's pretty upset too. Better check it out. Liam, why are you always typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 on the Frowny Liam scale. The what? The Frowny Liam scale. Normally I could tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness. Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable.
I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked my creative creme brulee to be extra crispy, so it truly popped with my hashtag massacre momentagram filter. Instead, they burnt it to the crisp, rendering it unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into. They choose to eat at this cafeteria, so they could choose to take their business to a different establishment. So I'm writing a scathing Yelp review.
Liam, you can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that the peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. I was shocked when I first found out.
Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I'm simply the merchant of truth.
No, you're the merchant of poop.
Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Ryan. His tastes may tend towards the mainstream, but surely he can see this superb cafeteria must be exposed.
Don't be ridiculous. Ron is surely more compassionate than that and would gladly help me save the cafeteria again. Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show of a school. Still, you have to help if you can. Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army of homeless people to pay to write positive Yelp reviews on the cafeteria until we eclipse Liam's. Liam, one lone voice simply cannot shut down this cafeteria. At least not the voice of a high schooler. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a Pulitzer-worthy expose to be published in the most widely read periodicals. We gotta do that because we gotta go for our boy Liam.
Excellent, Anaya. I'm an incredibly intelligent, compassionate person. I am an incredibly intelligent, compassionate person with tons of humility. More than enough to admit when a professional's help may be of use to me.
You think you have the most humility? You shall never be as humble as I am. Every day my servants tell me I'm the most humble person ever to live. Miranda storms off in a huff, leaving you and Liam to proceed with your amazing, incredible genius plan. You're super humble too. You use the magnificent calligraphy skills you picked up in your elective class calligraphy and murder to write 5 letters chock full of hashtag aesthetic. Liam produces a delicate white dove from his backpack. How was it breathing in there? And gives it the newly addressed letters. You're not sure what's more intriguing, the fact that Liam trusts that the dove will be able to read the addresses to deliver the letters, or the fact that the addresses he wrote down were just their emails. Regardless, it seems to have worked, because within a minute of the dove's release, you receive your first reply on your phones.
I knew the exquisite Jacques as a viewer would have enthusiasm for our plight. Thus his immediate response. Dear Liam.
No.
Dear Liam, I received your message. Though the calligraphy is quite impressive, I'm afraid I must give you the same answer I gave you when you asked me to write a review on the cuisine cooked by your friend's grandmother last Thanksgiving. I'm dying. I don't know how you got a dove to find out where I live based on my email address. But stop contacting me.
Most lovingly yours and grateful, humblest food critic, Jacqueline Abelouche.
Oh, Ron. Nobody understands the severity of the creme brulee transgression. Thank goodness we have each other.
Heck yeah, you have each other. For Prom, hopefully. At the very least, maybe he'll let you borrow that dove sometimes to send anthrax to your enemies. Oh god, I feel like death. Oh, I don't have any water up here with me. Oh, I'm gonna die. I feel like death. Alright, auditorium. That day, rehearsing your class play, director shot acting, yada yada. Currency, converter app. 2 creativity points. Swaggy! You hang out afterwards to impress Liam with your sweet momentagram filters. You're really making some headway when... Never fear, Borteen! I am here to rescue you from the drudgery of high school!
I suppose your heart's in the right place, but I'm afraid there's no experience novel enough to conquer my limitless ennui. Not even marrying an interdimensional prince! Not even that. What about marrying an interdimensional prince? Ironically! My god! It's disruptive. So disruptive. It may be the most disruptive thing ever.
No, it seems the prince has bewitched Liam with his idiotic proposal. All is lost unless you can think of something even more disruptive to marry. A unicorn with a toilet on his head. The concept of marriage itself. This sounds fun. Or creative. And this sounds smart. So smart. But you can't marry marriage. Maybe you can't. But that's only because you do not possess the soul of a poet. Don't you see the brilliance of the scheme? No. Marriage is monogamous. If I marry marriage, then no one can marry. It's the most disruptive marriage of all. So long, poser. I'm off to deflower a precious social construct. This will surely put a stop to the prince's practices of proposing marriage to random high schooler, as soon as Liam figures out how to actually marry an abstract concept. Meanwhile, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. And, week 3, morning. Yay, we can still go to the auditorium. Swaggy. That day, we're rehearsing with class clay, yada yada. All these are mostly the same. We, the devs, but this is, playing solo, Mr. Solo Dolo. Okay, you're walking with Liam later when suddenly a holy crossbow slams into the wall next to you. It's the Slayer!
Prepare to die!
You flee with Liam and manage to get out of sight. Now's the perfect time for you to hide while Liam turns into a bat. But he's not transforming. You ask him what the hell, he's just standing there instead of changing.
It's just... seems a little cliche, doesn't it? A vampire turning into a bat? Honestly, I'm over it. If I could turn into, for example, the concept of a bat, now that would be a change worth making.
You don't even know what that means, but if you can't get Liam to turn into something soon, he'll get you both caught. You quickly tell him to change into a hot dog stand. The general feeling of unease. So creative.
Magnificent! The perfect balance of abstraction and practicality. I admit I have difficulty imagining the concept of a bat, but a general feeling of unease? Why, I experience that many times a day.
Liam disappears in a poof of purple smoke. You don't know where he's gone, but you sure don't feel good about it. What's the matter? Do you have your shirt on inside out? Have all your friends been pretending to like you? Suddenly, the Slayer bursts in. She takes one step towards you, then stops.
Why do I feel like I left my stove on when I left the house this morning? Shit!
The Slayer flees to check on her stove. Liam turns back to a vampire, and you immediately feel better.
Oh man, my soul has never felt so tormented. I'll have to do that more often.
You hope he decides to do it when you're not around, but you're glad he's happy. You gain +2 smarts and +1 creativity. Week 3 noon. It's time for lunch once again. We want to sit with our boy Liam and Vera. Oh god, these guys' voices are so... Vera's voice is so similar with Damien that's really hard to remember and get it correct. You approach Liam and Vera at their table, but before you can sit down, Vera holds up a hand. Stop! This is the gold people's table. Where all the... No. Man, there. Stop. This... No.
Stop! This is the cool people's table, where only cool people are allowed.
I would agree with that, Vera. What you just said, but agreeing to something only uncool people do. Wouldn't you agree, Vera?
Nice try, Liam, but I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us.
Well, if he wants to sit with us, he's gonna have to prove that he's as cool as we are, but without, like, trying to prove it. Trying is so uncool.
So, what's it gonna be?
Well, I guess I'll be going then, because there's no way anyone could ever be as cool as Liam. Let me ask you this. Would an uncool person be giving Vera 50 monster dollars right now? Which I don't have 50 monster dollars, but I don't think it would matter. But we want our boy Liam.
Wait, was that sarcasm?
No, of course not. Man, was clearly being totally sincere.
There it is again. Are you two doing this on purpose?
No, why on earth would we do that?
God, I can't tell whether you're being sincere or ironic. It's so cool. Everyone knows clear and efficient communication is the least cool thing of all. You wooed me with your open disdain for language.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
Exactly.
Veer and Liam invite you to sit with them and chat. By the end of lunch, none of you has any idea what anyone else meant. So cool. And now we go into our last day. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go to the auditorium. Monster Prom the musical. Achievement unlocked. Yada yada, all that. Blah blah blah. Start improvising. Marvelous. +2 creativity. Cool. Lately, you've been being cute with Liam, but in an ironic sense, and he seems to tolerate you, which is like third base for Liam. So tonight, you're having a picnic in the graveyard. It's like a date, except it totally isn't a date because dates are totally super cliche, but it's totally a date. It's time. You're gonna kiss him. You've practiced a lot with your pillow, which might or might not be in a body pillow customized with a real-size, full-body picture of Liam. Maybe. Here you go.
You know what, Ron? I've been thinking about the concept of kissing. And not because of being with you makes me think about kissing, but don't you think kissing is such an outdated and vulgar concept? Your best way of showing your feelings is by putting your mouth over another person's mouth?
But you wanted to put your mouth over his mouth, goddammit! Come on, Ron. Prom is just around the corner. Quickly, think of a never-before-seen way of showing your feelings to Liam. Don't show your feelings. Sing your feelings. Being figurative is for cowards. Real winners are always literal. Show Liam your feelings. Shut up, phone! Thank you. I told you to shut the hell up! God, phone is so uncool, man. Figurative is for cowards. Real winners... I feel like that could be more boldness. Maybe smarts for creativity. Don't show your feelings, sing your feelings. I feel like could be creativity, or it could be fun or charm. Let's go. Damn it, not so bold. Yada yada. Okay, I don't care at this point.
What are you doing?
I mean, but I only lost once. I only lost one, so maybe I can go with Liam still. Yeah. You finally pick up your courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you.
Prom? It's not that I love the concept of prom, but we need to be there, if only to remind everyone we're cooler than them. It's almost a duty, so we should do it, huh?
You and Liam spent the night discussing obscure 70s TV shows and Hungarian literature. You both laughed a lot, and for once Liam seemed to genuinely enjoy himself without the need for posing or judging other people. You noticed a hand gently touching yours, and you know Liam well enough to know that wasn't accidental. Maybe falling in love isn't for posers after all. Nice. Most likely to devour his own children to survive, most likely to work in something no one understands. That's actually very true. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Liam kept doing art so hard he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. Vera realized she was a character in a video game, which infuriated her. She spent her life making connections and building power because she's not a part of the game. She plays the game. So be careful, maybe now she's the one pulling your strings. Polly's drug cooking skills proved useful and she became a chemist for a pharmaceutical industry, but in her free time she still cooks the real shit. Her greatest invention so far is watermelon flavored ecstasy and a thing called LS Dope. For those 3 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Aw, yay. Very happy. Unlocked 4 new images in the gallery. Wait, where's my mouse? My mousey, there it is. 4 new images. Aw. Wait. But wait, I didn't go with him. Wait, I didn't go as blue, though. Barish. Oh, there we go. There we go. And then we got new Polaroid. Probably down. Yep. Aw, that's adorable. Love it. Some more art. We were... Hey! Polly and Liam. Aw. And we got some more fan art. I don't like that. That's creepy. What is Monster Sonas? Oh, these are like the... Oh, these are like the modded ones that people created. That's so cool. That's so cool. But thank you guys so much for joining me for this Monster Prom run through. Hopefully the next one we might be able to do, we might actually even be able to do the second turn. Oh. Oh. It's so cool though. Like I really enjoy this. This is real fun. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.